Hey instructors, Greg Silva here. It is the month of October. Month of October for Black Belt Excellence. We have two topics, very, very similar. One is self-esteem. The other is bully prevention. We're going to kind of start off the month with self-esteem, and then we're going to roll into bully prevention like the third and the fourth week. We can do two things when we do the mat chats. You can do the class at the end of class, have everyone kneel down. I used to, if they're going to sit down, or I'm going to kneel down, or if they're on a knee, I'm going to stand up. I want to make sure I'm a little higher than the class. I like to make sure when I do my mat chats, I'm talking to the students. At the same time, I can lift my eyes above the students and talk to the parents. I also like to do a pre-frame of the class. So I'm going to talk about what we're going to actually physically practice in class at the beginning and how this relates to the topic, and then I'll kind of wrap it up at the end with our mat chat. So it's self-esteem. So we're going to have the kids line up, and you can do your warm-up, or you can do this before the warm-up. You go, hey guys, we're working on self-esteem for Black Belt Excellence sheets. I'm going to be handing out those sheets this week. You see the poster up there. What is self-esteem? Now let them give some answers, and anytime someone gives you an answer, just talk about it a little more. I would say, we have the benefit. And then after they say the benefit of self-esteem, you're going to blow it up. You're going to make it bigger and make sure that everyone understands what they were trying to say. Now, after you do that a couple times, say, guys, I've got 3 things that we're going to practice in class today that is going to help you with that self-esteem. Again, that self-esteem is that image of you have of yourself. Are you really proud of that image? Are you a little bit ashamed of the image? Well, we want to make sure that you're really, really proud when you look in that mirror in your brain and you see your self-image. Number 1 is take care of yourselves. Now, guys, you're martial artists. When we're doing the exercise today, I want you to think about this. Hey, if I want to have high self-esteem, I've got to take care of myself. I have an opportunity to exercise now, and I'm going to do the exercises the best of my ability, so I know I'm going to look better. Next thing, pride in our appearance. That really has a lot to do with self-esteem. So let everyone just turn around, kind of face the other way right now. I want you to fix your uniform. Kind of check your belt. Is your belt cinched really tight? Is your hair, nice and neat? And then once you feel that you're looking your best, turn around. Hey, guys, exactly. That's what I want you to do. Hey, when you go to school, do the same thing. Make sure you're looking good. You're looking sharp. Again, that's going to build your self-esteem. Now, when you go home tonight after class, make sure you eat good. It's all about taking care of yourselves. You guys know this. You know that soft drinks are bad for you. You know that eating too much sugar and too much sweets is bad for you. You know that having vegetables is good for you. So when you think to yourself, hey, if I had high self-esteem, what type of sports car would I be? Well, hope you're going to be like a Ferrari or Corvette or something like that. Hey, if you're going to run a high car like that, you've got to put in great fuel. So when you start thinking about yourself, hey, you're that Ferrari out there, you're that Porsche out there, make sure you fuel yourself with the type of fuel that's going to run a performance car like that. So that's exercise, what you put in your body, and your appearance. That all has with self-esteem. Number 2 is we have to develop skills. Just like in martial arts, now some of the skills we need are punching, blocking, kicking. That's going to make us good at forms. That's going to make us good at our self-defense techniques. So we want to make sure we have those skills. Now, the skills for self-esteem, one is being assertive. Assertive is like, if I ask a question right now, some of you can put your hands up right away because you're assertive. You have an opinion, and you want to make sure your opinion is heard. So it's not like being pushy, but it's just being positive about yourself. That's being assertive. People that are assertive have high self-esteem. Just like with martial arts, if we want to get a skill good, we've got to practice it. If we want to work on our self-image, our self-esteem, and also we have to become more assertive, we have to practice being assertive. So, if you have your opinion, you want to say something, speak up, speak your mind. That's being assertive. The last thing we want to do is be positive. Now, you used to this in martial arts. We always say, yes, I can. Be my best. We're thinking positive. Same thing when something happens at school. If something happens that's maybe negative, like you got a bad report card or you got a bad grade, you gave, well, I don't get A's. No, you don't get A's yet. Now, just like in martial arts, when we're doing a jump spinning hook kick, You may not say, I can't do a jump spinning hook kick yet. I just haven't practiced enough. I haven't got the skills. So those three things we need are, again, how we feel about ourselves. And we're going to work that by looking good, looking sharp, eating good, making sure we get plenty of exercise. We're making sure, number two, that we practice being assertive. And when we practice being assertive, another thing that you could do, in fact, we're going to practice that today. When I say, how'd you do? You go, did my best. I want you standing nice and strong, looking really positive. That's another thing we can do. Exercise that positive attitude and that positive posture, during class all day today. And the last thing is, I have to look at my notes. Being positive. So again, when going over these students, it is take care of yourself, make sure your hair looks good, your clothes are nice and neat, you eat good, get good exercise. Number two is you develop skills. We're going to talk about practicing being assertive, practicing sitting and talking tall. And number three is thinking positive. Again, I may not be able to do that yet. So those are three things you're going to work on. You can kind of pre-frame at the beginning of class. You don't have to take all the time. I just did say like I talked for 6 minutes. You probably want to do that in 30 to 45 seconds. Again, practice it, and at the end, talk about it at the end of class. Or if you want to develop this into like 3 different parts, so maybe on Monday and Tuesday you're talking about taking care of yourself, Wednesday and Thursday you're talking about developing skills like being assertive, and then Friday and Saturday about thinking positive. But again, they're all ways that you can teach your students to have a better, positive self-image. High self-esteem is his goal. Thank you.